Stormexplosion here. I just wanted to go over the 6 pillars of rotations and threes. I've been wanting to make this for a little while, but I needed to wait a little bit until I had the inspiration. But the first one's going to be have fun and don't be toxic. Team toxicity can cause you to lose. It can take a 3v3 and make it a 3v1, v1, or v1, or however it works out. The numbers don't lie.
The numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you and sacrifice.
I mean, you heard the man. What a save! Actually, when you're blaming your teammates, there's probably something that you could have done better, and that's almost always. I know there's some times where it's just like, you trusted your teammate, you thought they were gonna do it right, and they just like whiff somehow. Like it happens, but like just remember, there's always something that you could do on your end to alleviate that. I'm also guilty of this. I love ball, so the equation for a good rotation is one on the ball, one up, and one back. So having like a good blend of like pressure on the ball, but also having like a defensive plan, that kind of thing. So the first person should be on the ball, making sure that they're trying to get it past the enemy or set it up or take a shot. The second person should be ready for the pass, or if the enemy does get a hold of the ball, where it goes, and be ready to hit it. And the third person should be ready for the worst case scenario. It flies over everybody's head. Hopefully they're going to be there to pick it up. But with that, every person in that rotation should constantly be changing. So if the first person hits the ball or misses it or whatever, and they don't have a good hit immediately after, they should already be rotating back, all the way back to defense, and it should be like a constant conveyor belt, basically, of rotating and greatness. A good rule of thumb when looking at your own rotation is if you're constantly on the ball or you're constantly in defense, the rotation of the entire team isn't where it needs to be. It's not as efficient as it should be. The third one is spacing.
We get a 1 personal space, 2 personal space, 3 stay out of my personal space, 4 keep away from my personal space, 5 get out of that personal space, 6 stay away from my personal space.
Now that we have the 6 pillars of personal space, no, I'm just kidding. Basically, like, if you're up and you're following the person that has the ball, you want to be ready for the pass, or you want to be ready for the enemy to take over the ball, and you want to be ready to keep the pressure on the ball, keep it up in the enemy territory as much as possible. If you're back, you want to be at least half a field away, being prepared for like whatever happens. Like Baby Yoda's life is on the line here. Don't let the little guy down. I'd say a good rule of thumb is like if you're back, I would drive laterally, side to side, so you're prepared to go forward or backward in whichever way that you're needed the most, and you're able to react really fast. But also staying on the opposite side of the field that the ball's at can help you make sure that you have a good positioning on adapting and making sure you're going the right direction. Number 4 is boost and boost accessories. For all the King of the Hill fans. Have you ever had a teammate that takes all the boosts and like the mid boost, and then will drive the back and take both back boosts, and you're just like, oh, this is a great time.
Big summer blowout?
Big summer boost blowout, more like taking all my boost. No, I've definitely done this before too, but it is like very annoying when like you're just trying to clear the ball, and one person has all the boost that they've probably already wasted it. It's probably already gone. It's gone in the wind. So yeah, I think it gets rid of the chance of you clearing the ball. So just don't do it. We are on to number 5, which is callouts and awareness. Callouts are good. I think they can also be detrimental depending on how quickly you do it, and if it's too late, or you're doing it as you're doing something. Like I don't know, the other day I was playing with my cousins and, like, you know, no one's fault, but I called it out, and then we all ran into each other, all three of us. And I was just like, great, that was wonderful. So that's why I was going to mention awareness being a very important thing. So being aware of, like, where your teammates are, where the enemy is, and being ready to use that information to make the quick decisions that you need to. For example, like, cutting rotation can be a great thing if you do it at the right time. Like, oh, I need to cut it and then knock it in really quick. But you want to make sure that you're not cutting and running into your enemy, or cutting and getting a really bad hit off, in which gives the enemy a chance to score on you. That kind of thing. Last but not least is team synergy, and that's basically when you play with your friends or the team that you play with the most, and you learn each other's play style. You know where they're going to be, you know how they rotate, you know what they're capable of hitting and what they can't, that kind of thing. It's just an overall synergy, if only there was a word to make this make sense. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching today, and hope y'all have a great rest of the week, and I hope 2021 gets a little better, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.